Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rosie and I love nails. If you do too, feel free to subscribe. So I'm just using my e-file, my 5-in-1 bit to remove my old set. I'm at a speed of about 10,000 RPMs. I'm not applying too much pressure as I don't want to cause any heat spikes. Now I am going in with some Young Nails swipe. I have already glued my tips on, and after the swipe I am going in with the Young Nails protein bond. And before I do anything else on my nails, I am going to start the marbling that is going to be on some of my fingers. I am just putting down some blooming gel, making sure I have a nice coat of it, and then I'm taking a flat brush with 3 colors that I have swirled together, and I am just gently placing them in the blooming gel and watching it disperse, and then placing more where I need to, and then of course going to cure in my lamp for 60 seconds just to make sure that everything is cured. So now I am going to be using Teddy Bear from the Kiara Sky collection, and I'm going to be doing an ombre. I picked up a medium-sized bead. It is a wetter bead, so that way I can blend the ombre nicely and not have any harsh lines. Then I'm going to be picking up another medium-sized bead, and I'm going to be focusing more on that cuticle area So just using the tip of my brush to push the acrylic up into my cuticle very gently and not rushing it, because I want my cuticles to be nice and perfect so that I don't have to do too much filing. Moving on to my ring finger, this is going to be a full color nail. So I am just starting off with a medium size bead of acrylic, and about a quarter of the way down the tip I am going to place the bead, and then of course maneuver it down the nail and smooth it out. Make sure that everything looks all nice and evenly covered in the acrylic. And then I'm going to grab another medium-sized bead, and up where the tip and the natural nail meet is where I'm going to be placing it, and then of course blending it down into the rest of the color. Grabbing a small bead of acrylic this time, I'm just going to start my nail bed. I didn't grab too big of a bead just because I don't want my nail bed area to be messy at all. And of course I'm just blending that down into the rest of the nail. And then I'm going to pick up another small bead of acrylic and then go off camera and do my cuticle area, of course. Taking another medium-sized bead of acrylic, and I am just going to initiate that ombre area on my thumb finger. Make sure it's all nice and blended out to my liking, and just adding a smaller bead so that I can even out that blend, because the one side was coming down a little further than the other. Then I'm just going to pick up another medium-sized bead of acrylic and add some more thickness. Then going in with a small bead of acrylic, and I'm just going to get into that cuticle area. Moving on to my pointer finger, I'm just going to be doing the same thing that I did on my ring finger. Just wanted to remind you guys that my YouTube channel does have a free comment section where you guys can feel free to leave suggestions on videos that you might want to see and stuff like that. So don't forget to go down there and put your opinion in, add some stuff into the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply. You guys want to talk to me, comment section is there. Feel free to use it. It don't cost nothing. So I did go ahead and clear cap and shape and file off camera, just because it was a whole lot easier. Now I'm taking my 3D pawn brush in the size 4, and I grabbed a tiny bead of clear acrylic. I'm just using this bead to adhere my butterflies to my nails. I am firmly pressing it down into the acrylic and holding for about a couple seconds just to make sure that it won't go anywhere. While that cures, I'm going to move on to the rest of the nails, going in with some top coat. And before I cure this, I am going to be laying my crystals. I'm going to be doing the same thing on my middle finger. I am just slightly changing up the crystal placement. Well, not really changing it so much. I'm just adding a couple crystals that go around my cuticle some more. Now I am going over my thumb with some top coat, making sure that I avoid touching the butterfly. I have cured that nail, and now I'm going in with some white Mia Secret spider gel, and I'm just using a dotting tool just to pick it up, putting my thumb over the pot of the spider gel and just floating the gel around my nail. And because it is super stringy, it creates this string-like effect around your nail. It is super fun to work with, actually, and it is like the coolest thing ever. And of course, I did cure after that. Going to be top coating my pointer finger and adding some crystals onto this nail. So after I have cured that into place, I'm going back in with my 3D Pana brush with the color Top Notch from the Kiara Sky collection, and I'm going to be creating some petals to create a beautiful flower. I did learn my lesson about rushing this acrylic. Definitely have to hold the bead on my brush until it is smoothed out so that it doesn't puddle everywhere. Other than that, I'm just using my brush to maneuver the acrylic into the shape that I want the petal to look like, and the width and all that good stuff. So the best tip when you are creating flowers is to make sure that your brush is always going to be pointy, or you're going to mess up the inside of your petal. So to create the petal, You're going to make sure that your brush is nice and dry, always constantly dabbing it on the paper towel and twirling the brush so that it is pointy. That way, when you're putting your brush in, it's picking up the excess liquid so that it is going to dry faster. And to get the initial petal shape, you're going to hold your brush at a 45-degree angle and start at the tip, at the very inner edge of the petal, and with the tip you will start to press down and very lightly applying as much pressure as you think you need, and just creating that petal shape. I do press into the flower several times until I get the look that I like, and just to make sure that it is not leveling back out and keeps that petal shape while it is drying. Moving on to my ring finger, I am going to top coat it, and it is going to get more of that spider gel effect. Of course, I am curing the top coat before the spider gel and then curing the spider gel as well. So this is pretty much the end of the video. I did do my nails super out of order, kind of because I didn't know what I wanted to do, but it's cool. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this video and just watching me create my nails. Please don't forget to comment those video ideas, leave a like, subscribe, because, you know, and turn on that post notification so you never miss a post. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Weezy out of here.